What day are we on? Does it even matter anymore? Do you know what I mean? Monday. It ends in a Y. They're all the same. So much loving. So much love. So much love today. Yes. Just let me adjust my wig. Do you know what I mean? Wig life. Yeah. We are partially free in the United Kingdom. Good news for everyone. Get out, do sports. You can do rugby, football, golf, tennis. Just get out and do it. I'm cool with my laptops. I've got 2 on the go now. Do you know what I mean? Just getting right involved. But yeah, get out, see everybody, do everything. So that is great news. I've had an absolute epiphany today. But I'll get onto that in a minute. So yeah, I really hope everyone's okay. No, it's tough times. But look at us. Look at us go. And I'll tell you why. Listen to this. Right? Can't rate this paper enough. Morningstar. Bit of a plug. Listen to this. Wait for it. Right. Ready for it. Show me the green. Lawmakers have reached an agreement to legalize recreational marijuana sales in New York, USA, and at least 14 other states already allow residents to buy marijuana for recreational, not just medical use. But New York has passed efforts to pass marijuana legislation have failed in recent years. However, they now wield a veto-proof majority in state legislature, having made passing it a priority this year. Look, how many? 14 states. Yeah. So if it's legal in 14 states, it should be legal in the others, should it not? It doesn't make sense otherwise. And also, if you're going to make it legal for medical and recreational use, then you've got to make it easy for people. If you're going to regulate it, however you're doing it, you've got to make it easy for everybody, not the big boys. We don't give a shit about them. They've got the monopoly on everything else. Fuck them. Everyone should be able to get a license. Weedpreneurs, do you know what I mean? Weedpreneurs. Everyone should be able to get a license to be able to grow weed and sell it on that basis for medical or recreational use. And it shouldn't be priced out so that people can't afford to do it. It should be easy to apply and easy to do. Think of the benefits. Think of the pros. Yeah. First, think of the sheer volume. Crime, down. Stress, down. Anxiety, down. Depression, down. Prisoners, down. There's a long list of other things. Epilepsy. Weed helps epilepsy, down. Weed helps cure cancers, down. Weed helps Alzheimer's, down. Weed also helps, and when I say weed, it's not just the smoking of weed. There's so many other things that can be made from weed. Look, I'm not people are going to be like, oh, you're promoting drugs. Listen, you have been brainwashed into thinking that weed is a bad thing over years, like many other things that we have discussed over this time that we now know are complete bullshit. And this is one of them. And the reason they've done that is because they want to feed you drugs. They want to feed you chemicals. They want to make you pay. And marijuana is a plant that is cheaper and it has way, way more benefits. Way, way, way more. And it's been used for centuries as a medicine. So then what can happen is anyone that is out there selling weed currently that is classified as illegally, they'll be able to be weedpreneurs. And listen, you can make creams, and this is an actual fact. I'm going to put in links to the research on this. Helps with skin conditions. It helps with eczema. If you make it into cream. The other thing, and the reason I know this is I went out with somebody who was a weed dealer / grower, same old poison. So I know a lot about it. And I also know a lot of the things that you can make from it, and I also know how to do it because I was there. So you can make the capsules, and you can make capsules with other things. So you can use it with moringa, you can use it with vitamin B12. All of these things are natural supplements which will also enhance your health. You can make lollipops. I mean, obviously this isn't great, but you can measure the amount of weed that's in them, or the oil that is derived from the weed, and then put into the lollipops. You can make jellies. You can make vape juice with weed in it. Yeah, so there's all these other things that you could also make from it that you could this is supply and demand. And not only that, 1 in 2 people in the world at the moment is statistically suffering from depression. This is an industry, and it's not about necessarily smoking it. People don't, it's going to take a while, but the facts of the matter are there is evidence all over the world. There is research on this that proves that it is it has all these benefits. So you can't deny, and you just have to accept that, like all of the other things that we've learned over this time are lies. This is also one of them, because they want to control it, they want to benefit from it, and they also then want to criminalize it so that only they benefit and everyone else goes to jail if they get caught. See what I'm saying? So if you're going to legalize it, and it's legal in 14 states, and you're going to legalize it in New York, then you have to legalize it everywhere. You have to. And that will give so many people an opportunity to have their own businesses. And don't let the big boys take it. Don't let them. They're monopolizing everything fucking else. It's not fair. As I said to you the other day, American Tobacco trying to take monopolize the Canadian cannabis market as well. So they're going to give you the fags that give you the cancer, and then they're going to have an investment in the cure. Like, nah, don't let them. Let us all have the opportunity to grow it and sell it, because that will just give people jobs and opportunities. And it also stop, or give it at least it will stop. Because if you can do that legally and sell it and grow it, and it has all of those medicinal benefits, then people are going to be less likely to sell the other shit. The shit that is the worst shit. You know what I'm talking about? All the like meth and all of those kind of chemical synthesized drugs that really fuck people up, and heroin and shit like that. Why would you? If you can get a license, if anyone can get a license, obviously you've got to go through a process. Understand that application process has to be regulated. Fine. If you give people that opportunity, And they're already doing it. These people are hustlers. They know what they're doing. They've got business minds. Let's be real. So that is the best way to do it. And then crime would reduce dramatically. Because if they're not selling the other things and only focusing on selling that and derivatives of it that help cure and aid not just one or two, but like there's a long list. And then let's not forget the 26,000 odd products that can be made from hemp. Like, let's be real, including fuel, including materials. Like, it's just an absolute explosive opportunity, and it will aid with people's mental health and stability and calming. And you don't have to smoke it. That's the thing. And you don't have to get the high. You can take the THC out and just have the oil, and then that oil you can either take as oil or, as I said, in all of these other things. So God bless America. Do you know what I mean? The other 30 odd states need to catch up, frankly. And the rest of the world, let's be real. So yeah, there's that. I'm so excited today. I almost weed earlier when I came up with this idea. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna make you wait for it. I'm gonna make you wait for it. It's so good. I'm not gonna lie. It's the best one yet. It is. So yeah. What was the other thing? Oh, so many. Oh, the kids, right? Listen, women, kids, girls, everywhere. We ain't taking this shit no more. We're not taking the shit no more. We're not taking this harassment no more. We're just not. Just say no. So there's a girl, 21 now, I think, and I shared it a few weeks or a week or two ago that everyone's invited page that she set up because she was sexually harassed at school, and I was raped when I was 9, so I understand this exactly, and that's why I shared it at the time. And she's had 8,000 children of 9 and above go on this website and talk about sexual harassment they've experienced at school. Now, not every boy is like this. Not every man is like this. Yeah, but there is a fucking problem. Let's just be real about it. There is a massive, massive problem. And a lot of that is down to porn. And I know I'm going to get some haters when I say this, but it has to be said. And some of it is down to Hollywood in terms of music and films and that whole vibe that comes out of it. And these after parties and this kind of bravado and this like I am, the big I am, and almost like being proud of cheating on women and treating women badly and abusing women and thinking it's cool. And then you've got to think about the audience that anything that from Hollywood is touching, and any person, because if you're famous, whether you like it or not, and this is the thing about being famous, because everyone should be able to. I don't agree with that behaviour in any way, shape, or form, because of my personal experience. I think it's disgusting. And I think that if you want to be treated like a king, you should treat your woman like a queen. And I don't think that it's too much to ask for someone to keep their dick in their pants. But and on the same note, I think the same of a woman as well. Like the women that are loose and fake, they're making the situation worse as well for girls, because they're giving girls a bad name, and then other girls get treated the same as they would get treated, and they're not the same. See what I mean? So it's a cycle that needs to end. And if you are in the public eye, whether you like it or not, you are touching millions, if not billions, of people's lives with your music or your movies or your interviews or whatever. You even need to look on YouTube and you see some of these things, and they've been watched billions of times. And what are the age range of those people watching those videos? And the reality is that it is going to be young kids. And then if you think about it that way, and you think about your own, if you've got kids, and then you think about, would you want them to be doing what you're doing? And then remember that you're basically touching a billion people's lives, a billion people's children, and they are looking up to you, and they're wanting to be you, and they're copying your behavior. And that's just the reality of it. So it's a combination of many things. It's not anyone's fault. It's a combination of loads of different things, but that is the truth. Because everyone's in a digital age. Everyone's on their phones all the time. And who are they looking at? They're looking at their idols, their fans, their people. And they're looking at how, they're liking and commenting and doing all of that. And they're watching how you behave and what you do and what you say and how you treat women and how you talk about women and how you look like with women in videos. And all of those things combined have created this situation. And let's be real, this is not just now. This is going back long time, but it's just people didn't talk about it. And it's good that we're talking about it because it needs to be dealt with. It's a massive fucking issue. Because if 8,000 kids from 9 to 14, 15 from schools all over the country are saying that they're getting sexually harassed at school, verbally and physically, that is disgusting, and it is a massive issue. And if you're a man and you've got a boys, would you want your boys to be like that? Would you? Do you think that's cool? Because it is really not cool. Because to me, from my experience, obviously from my ex being the lying, cheating, psychopathic narcissist that he was, and even today, so I'm keeping you a daily updated, but I've got another. I've not messaged him since. I'm just collating all of the evidence that he constantly sends from his constant harassment, and another message today telling me how fucking shit and psychopath I am, even though I've not messaged him or talked to him. He's got nowhere to go because he is a criminal. Not only is he a criminal, he's guilty of fraud. He is guilty of drug dealing. He is guilty of abuse, psychological, financial, emotional, physical. He is guilty of driving without a driving license. He's guilty of growing weed. Like, I could list a long list of things that he's guilty of that I've got evidence of and have given you daily evidence of. Harassment. And his entire family is a criminal organisation, so he has nowhere to go. So all he can do is just constantly send me more abuse. And And that abuse is just more harassment. He's just given me now evidence on the regular that I can use against him, even though I've told him. He still doesn't respect me. He still doesn't believe that I've got the balls to go up against him and his family, even though I'm telling him, and I've told him from the get-go. Yeah. Anyway, so I thought on that note, these are my boys. I'm missing them today, obviously, because he sent me this nasty. I'm missing them every day. But until I need to get the money to get some real good lawyers, so I can just go, and then he can't go. It's nowhere to go. He just goes straight to prison, and they all would. So there. That's King, and that is Zeus. Look at them in their little three-piece, you know what I mean? Never too early for a three-piece suit. And then this is Charlie. I love suits. I think they look banging. Look at his little face. So yeah, I just don't, you know, I spent so long just in this daze. You know what I mean? They drug you up. They drug you up to make you compliant. And then they beat you up. And now I'm out of it. Looking back on it, I'm like, oh, wow. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a walking STD, basically. It's just, no. So, for the girls out there, particularly young ones, you stand loud and proud, and you fucking name and shame me. We need to sort this problem out. It is a massive problem, and it needs addressing. And it doesn't just need. This isn't just in our country. This is everywhere. So, you know what I mean? So many have come forward. You have got fam. You have got the sisterhood, and it's also that we have to be careful not to tarnish all boys with this brush, for sure. But the ones that are responsible need to be told. They need to be told. They need to be told. Otherwise, it's just going to grow into predators that will do much worse things. If 9-year-olds at school, no less, come on. Yeah. So I'm going to put that link in again. So if anyone else wants to add to this, add to it, then add your story on the. It's called Everyone's Invited. I'm going to put that in there. And the chief that's involved in it is called Simon Bailey. Preach. There needs to be an immediate, not like, oh, manana, like we're so excellent at doing in this country. It needs to be an immediate inquiry into this. This is how important this is. Not like, oh, yes, we'll do it. And then, you know, another 10 years passes like fucking everything else. No, we need to do it now. And not only that, we also need to do the inquiry into the COVID, don't we? Immediately. Right, there's no ifs, buts, or ands about that either. Like, may as well just whip the fucking band-aid off and just get it all out there. Everyone's fucking fucked up. Let's just deal with it. Like, lies have been told. The thing is, everyone knows. So let's just deal with it. It's much better. You feel much better once you've. If you want to go sort of biblical on it, once you've confessed your sins, you just feel better about it. You just feel like, oh, what a weight is lifted. Like, oh, just being real now. You know what I mean? And there's no shame in it. God loves us because we're human. We make mistakes. Things happen. You get into sticky situations. Duress happens. Drugs happen. Alcohols happen. All of these things make people do things that they would not normally do. They're the gateway to the devil, and it is as simple as that. So everyone can be forgiven. It's just you've got to be honest. Just fucking strap on a pair, and just tell the truth. We can take it. We've been taking it for a year. Do you know what I mean? We're fucking warriors out here now. It's like, what's next? Like, can take it. Nothing phased. The only thing that's going on in the news as well. The next pandemic. Yeah, that's Bill Gates, that is. Yeah. There isn't going to be a next pandemic. I'm telling you now, because I'll make sure there isn't. And that is a manifestation, that is a creation, that is a laboratory creating something to release, like the many variants that are patented, including coronavirus itself. So let's just be real. Those people need to be stopped, yeah? It's the usual crowd, isn't it? The usual. The other thing that made me chuckle was SNP Scotland, right? Freedom, isn't it? They may take our lives. William Wallace, just in case. Look, yeah. Scotland, listen, do not support Alba with a sexual predator, aka Alex, whatever his name is, Salmon. Yeah, he's a sexual predator. Do you know who's joined him? Oh, look, MP Neil Hanvey. Do you know who he is? Well, he's an anti-Semitic. So no, don't even. These neither of these two men should be in politics at all. Let alone he was ejected from the SNP for his anti-Semitic comments. You don't want a misogynist, sexist, predator plus anti-Semitic in a party that runs your country. Let's be real. So just delete. Stick with Sturgis. She knows what she's doing. Oh look, Dave Cameron, because him and his dad were mentioned in the Panama Papers for their corruption. Oh, and now they're in here again. Look, yes, they are related to dodgy banking. Oh well, shame. And they all are. They can try and hide it as much as they want, but they all are. What was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, do you know what it is? Listen. I love the Financial Times. I'm just bigging them up again. It's giving me jokes. Love the Financial Times. There's a great story in here. Where is it? So, while I'm looking for it, I'm just going to tell you. Zambia. So I was up at 4:30 this morning to watch the African news. And in Zambia, yeah, so the news was Zambia is going to start vaccinating over 18-year-olds. What? Sounds a bit odd, isn't it? So I looked it up. Zambia hasn't got any cases of coronavirus at all. So why are they vaccinating anyone? You know what I mean? Not only that, Boris let it slip, didn't he? In a meeting recently, he said that the whole vaccination thing was capitalism and greed. Preach. Thanks, Boris. Listen. Where is this story? It's a good one. It's about one of the massive global accountancy auditing firms. Wait. Oh, here we go. Look. This guy, EY. It's in America as well. It's everywhere. Yeah. He got paid this guy that used to work there got paid 10.8 million in compensation because he whistle blew on the firm because of their laundering of criminal money and smuggling gold from a Dubai client. Do you know what I mean? They're all up to it. All of them. Can't trust these fuckers. You cannot trust them. Not a dot. Just can't. But yeah. So, listen, my idea, and it comes from my yesterday when I was saying about my Bible, my finance Bible, and I was looking at it, and I was thinking, sorry, yeah, there's a wiglet. In here, it gives every single country nice, easy read. Do you know what I mean? It's only 2,000 pages. It gives every single country, and it gives all of what their economics are and what their, what they've got in their country in terms of resources. And then I saw this morning on the African news about products and stuff. And then I went onto YouTube, and there was a lady from I want to say, I can't remember which country she's from, but she was basically doing a little video for countries in Africa saying these are the business ideas for 2021, right? But you know what Africa, basically, if you think about Amazon and most e-commerce shops, I'm not poo-pooing on anybody, I'm just saying, a lot of them are buying stuff from Alibaba and AliExpress, okay? Which is drop shipping from China. And I thought, hold on a minute. What if? Because I've just bought this software so I can make unlimited sales pages, unlimited sales funnels, unlimited web pages, and unlimited voice adverts for speakers, right? So I was like, hold on, what if because thinking of all of those things, I was like, hold on, I could go to every country. This is my message. Every country in Africa, Russia, South America, every country in South America. What you've got, I mean, this is going to include every other country, to be fair, but primary is Africa, South America, Russia. What you got? You've got fucking soul. What else you got? Culture. What else you got? Tradition. What else you got? Magic. What else you got? Traditional medicine. What else you got? Natural herbs, spices, and superfoods that we do not have. So, what we could do is anyone that wants to be involved in this can contact me. I'm going to set up an email collection page with me. So any products direct from the producer. So you know how Alibaba and AliExpress are like wholesale and they're dirt cheap, right? But they also potentially use modern slavery at some point in that, or not great working conditions. So I'm going to do the polar opposite. I don't want to race to the bottom. I want to race to the top. Race to the top. So any producers in any of these countries, and I'm going to hashtag all of them, I'm looking for natural creams, natural supplements, natural health products, anything of that description, supplements, all of that, yeah, that are made directly from the producer. Make sure and I'm not going to dictate the price. You tell me the price. Pay yourselves well. So I'm not bothered about money. I'm not bothered about making money. I'm bothered about selling your products to the world. I've got a shop. I've got unlimited ability to create sales pages, sales funnels, web pages for you if you don't. So you don't need anything. You don't need a web page. You don't need anything. If you can create the product, and if you haven't got the ability to bottle it or anything like that, then think about it this way. It's going to be like the polar opposite of Amazon, yeah? Because I'm going to, if you can make the product and then work within your country and find somebody who can bottle it or capsule it or whatever for supplements, creams, etc., natural products, natural healing, natural medicine, plant medicine, natural health, all of that, right? Traditional, tribal, we're talking about native tribes, talk about anything, could be tribal jewelry, anything like that. That is what I want to sell on my shop. So if you can't, because I want to work with producers themselves rather than big companies. I'm not going to sell any I'm not going to sell any big brands. I'm only going to, it's going to be like a global shop, but for local producers anywhere in the world, but focusing on Africa and South America. And then you see what you can do is if you manufacture it, produce, the producer, grower, and then if you can't bottle it, then you can use another company, and there's separate companies then, so everyone gets the benefit. And then use another third company, not Amazon, to do the delivery or the courier, and don't use Royal Mail either. I'm just going to go on to that in a second, to ship it. So I can sell it for you. I will sell it for you. I will send you the order. You can ship it direct to the customer. You don't need to pay me for selling it. That's what I'm going to do. For any African country, and you can use crystals, you've got stones, spiritual stuff, historical stuff, archaeological stuff, merch. Like, let's go. Let us go. Serious. Do you know what I'm saying? So that is my goal. I've got all the software and that all ready to go. So I'm just going to set up the page to collect emails. I'm going to hashtag all of the countries. Yeah, let's go. Everyone can be entrepreneurs. And your products from wherever you are in those countries, in those continents, will sell all over the world. And you'll be getting it direct from the producer, and you know that you won't be because I'm only going to sell products where I know that because I want to make sure that everyone's paid well, not just like minimum wage. I want them to be paid well. I want everyone to do well. I'm not bothered about making money. If I can live, I'm all right as I am. So I'm not bothered. Let's do this. Let's get the herbal medicine, traditional, ancestral, like natural, spiritual. Let's get that going. Yeah, you've got it. You've got it in fucking abundance. Merch, everything, jewelry, crystals, and then it's supporting actual producers in their country to be their own businesses rather than me set up like someone to work for me. Do you know what I mean? Don't want to do that. I'll just sell it. I'll sell it in my shop. We'll sell it to the world. Do you know what I mean? Yes. And this can apply to other parts of Asia, other parts of the Middle East, anywhere. So I'm going to set up, initially I'm going to set up the pay, like a, where I collect email addresses. So I can send you updates, and then you can send me. All I need is like photos and a story. Everyone loves a story about the historical or traditional tribal meaning of the supplement, of the herb, of the superfood, of the jewelry. Yeah, we're taking over now. Take over. Race to the top, not race to the bottom. So yeah, that was my idea today. I'm so excited about it. I did have a little dance around earlier about it. Very excited. So yeah, I need to knuckle down really. I find it really hard to work in my house because my mum is just bless her, it's just hard to work. It just is. I'd actually prefer to work in an office, and no, that's not right. just a space that isn't here. That's probably a better way to describe it. I'm so sick of these walls, as is anyone else, I'm sure. So yeah, I'm really excited about that, because then it means everyone can be entrepreneurs. Everyone can share their history, their traditions, their culture, their stories, their medicines. You know what I mean? Because they got so many. I mean, I was thinking earlier when I lived in Kanye in Botswana, and you know what I mean, they always had like little treatments that they'd make up out of special herbs that treated this, that, and the other. That kind of thing. Like, we're in the vibe for that. It's all about natural healing. We don't need these chemicals. We just don't. We literally don't. Prevention is better than a cure, and if we know ourselves and know our limit, and it's not about going, oh, I'm never going to do any of these things again. No, it's not about that. It's just knowing yourself. Like, you can't do anything. I'm an all or nothing kind of person, so that's why I've kind of hidden myself away. I've had to, so I can focus, because I know what I'm like. I am all in. Like, you know, when I go for a night out, I'm not like oh, I'll have one drink. No. That's just, I can't do that. I know myself. I can't. So I've just had to remove myself so I can focus solely on, you know, getting the bad guys and researching all the good stuff and sharing it. Just because there's no other way. This is focus for me. And I enjoy doing it. I'm happy doing it. I'm like reveling in it. I'm loving it. So, and it gives me meaning and purpose, and I just feel happy. So, it's better. And it's not that I won't party again. I know I will, but I know my limits. I know that before I before I have a drink, I know that I'm going to go have that conversation with myself. Like, right, you know, you're going to feel shit tomorrow. So you know that you can't give yourself any excuses because of that. You know what I mean? So if I am going to have a drink, then I just won't give myself any excuses the next day. I'll still get up early. I'll still do what I need to do. I'll still do my exercise. No matter how shit I feel, I'll still do it, because I knew that I was going to feel shit. Therefore, I just can't. Because I would have, you know, on the old days, I would have just wallowed and then binged, eaten, and then felt like shit. And then it just would have spiraled into this, like, hell. But I won't do that. I won't let myself do that. But for now, yeah, this is more important. Because we're trying to achieve something. Do you know what I mean? And we are achieving it, though. As much as the chaos is, and it is awful in certain parts of the world, but this is what I mean. All of these countries, we can help here. So, I love you lots and lots, and I'm praying for everybody as usual, but really thinking of George Floyd's family today. I watched it earlier, so I believe in the best in humanity, despite how the media portrays the world, because that's just propaganda. So, and there are more good people than there are bad, and deep down, all of us, all we just want to be is ourselves. All we want really, take away the bravado, take away all of this nonsense. We just really, all we really want is to love and be loved, isn't it? And to be able to live our lives. Because, 99.9% of us are just trying to get on, not actually trying to cause any problems or any arguments or any issues. There is that percentage that are, but it isn't the majority. So we just need to look after each other, because it is a difficult time, particularly worse for some than it is for others. And there's a lot of hate towards Asians in America right now, and that's just really wrong. It isn't, it's not their fault. Like, why? Even if the lab that it came from, that's funded by America. Let's be real, and Europe. It's not even it's not even funded by China. So even though the lab is in China, it's not funded by them. So you've got no reason. None. That's just pure hate, that is. And that's just really awful. So, sending lots of loving to everybody. Hugs as usual. Yeah, let's get this kind of I'm just gonna get this global local shop going on. Just make entrepreneurs everywhere, do you know what I mean? And then we're just supporting each other constantly. It's just the coolest thing. And learning and sharing and finding out each other's history and cultures and beliefs, understanding, accepting. This makes me feel really happy. And side note, Sky News, if you're going to do an African news update, can we also do a South American news update? Just saying. I love you guys. I'm watching you all day, every day. I am. So, love you. Okay. That's it for me. Over and out. I am going to do what I usually do, which is have a dance around. And a reason I do that is just because I love music and I love dancing and it makes me happy. So I do it as much as I possibly can. And it's really as simple as that. Earphones in, silent disco, let's go. So, love you guys. Everyone's doing an amazing job. You can feel it though. You can feel the change. You know it's happening. You know it is. You know it is. Maybe slow.